G'day everybody, Dog here and
The Dan Cat.
the Dan Cat. This week it's all about the best in the world, CM Punk. We're celebrating his AEW championship win at the pay-per-view, Double or Nothing. And I just watched Rampage and he's injured. So get well soon, Punk buddy. We're rooting for you. That's a good thing down under. means we're all about you, mate. We want you to get better soon. So we're celebrating all your figures today, bud.
No, it's the other way around.
What? We're rooting for you.
Yeah, rooting for you in America means rooting for you, whereas rooting over here means the other thing.
You're totally right. Yeah, rooting is something they do over there. We do it down under too. So let's start off. So this is his first, I'm pretty sure this is his debut figure when he came into the WWE, the ECW WWE run.
That's right, because WWE brought them all up, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
They brought up their figures competition, WCW and ECW.
And they also have this figure loose.
Of course you do.
And the interesting thing about this one is that this is one of the first runs where they got a red dot to, instead of having the Pepsi symbol, they've got this red dot. Whereas the one I have in the box, it does have the red dot, but eventually the red dot gets removed because even that was too much of a copyright issue. Okay. So the very next figure that they had out, this may not be the very next one, but this is the next one I own. It's been completely removed.
Oh.
Yeah.
You think they'd want the free advertising?
Yeah, well, they didn't want it, so there you go. So there's my third one there.
Associated with sports entertainment. Pepsi didn't want to be associated with it for some reason.
So
they don't want free advertising.
Well, I mean, it's on his body, so, you know, I can't really... Oh, I can't put it on the toy.
Like a little blurred dot following your shoulder all over the TV screen.
Can you imagine? This next one is actually wearing a t-shirt and still got that long hair look.
It's an actual t-shirt, it's painted on.
It's painted on this one. And actually, what I did want to mention about the other debut figures was that...
Giant thighs?
No. Was that his he doesn't have any knee pads, and which is an odd thing to see on a wrestler, you know, in the packet. No knee pads, Punk. But then they rectified that with the next release. He's got his knee pads there, and then again, these ones he's got his knee pads.
Don't they?
Well, no, not all wrestlers. No, not all wrestlers use knee pads, but Punk certainly does. So yeah, there's that one there. Awesome. Let's move on. So they are my JAKKS Pacific CM Punk.
Specific.
No, not specific. JAKKS Pacific.
Oh, as in the ocean.
It's JAKKS, JAKKS, Pacific.
Okay, I should know that.
Okay. I've been saying it for weeks, Danielle. Look.
I thought you meant
JAKKS.
Like JAKKS Specific.
No,
like
look.
it's specifically JAKKS.
No, look. Can you read that?
I can read it.
Okay, JAKKS Pacific. It's not JAKKS specifically. This is specifically JAKKS. JAKKS specifically. No, it's JAKKS Pacific. All right. We're moving on to Mattel now. Another Lucy, basic. Specifically Mattel figures now. This is a basic. Look at that chest hair. Look at that.
Does he have chest hair?
He did for a little while, you know.
He shaves.
Now he shaves his chest, and eventually he'll get that chest tattoo. But yeah, that is how his chest hair look. We also have this basic figure from Mattel as well.
It's interesting. You love CM Punk.
I love him.
And it's interesting because the only reason we even know about him was because when we were in the Caribbean and we realised that we could watch American TV.
Yes.
And we were there for a month. And so every Monday night we watched Raw.
Yes. Yeah, we're in the Caribbean.
We had watched it for about 10 years.
He is the direct reason why I am a current wrestling fan. I loved the wrestling as a teenager into the Attitude Era.
And then we stopped watching it for about 10 years.
Yes, when Mick Foley retired.
We're watching Raw. Rocky's making a comeback because it's going to be WrestleMania soon.
I didn't know Sylvester Stallone wrestled.
As in The Rock.
Oh, okay.
And then we're watching this other character, CM Punk, and we're like, who's this guy?
Who is this? Who is this guy on the mic?
Fascinating.
He's cutting a promo with Mick Foley. I'm like, well, I love Mick Foley. What's he doing back? That's why I stopped watching it, because he left. And then CM Punk. Who is this CM Punk? Who is this guy? And he fast became my favourite wrestler.
Yep.
And then we only got to watch him on the telly for about a year or two.
And then he was gone.
And then he was gone. 7+ year hiatus. Vanishes into, thin air.
Yeah.
Does a couple of movies, does a horror movie, does a comic book. He does a small run in UFC, which we went and supported him and
We did.
and bought the buys there. And
Yeah.
man, he fought his heart out in those matches. Oh my gosh. And much respect to him. All the haters out there, oh, what's he doing? Dude, he's living his dream. If you had a dream to raise orange trees, wouldn't you chase it? His dream was to be a UFC fighter, and he chased it.
And he has been.
Hashtag dream chaser. So, good for him, bro. And yeah, man, so that's why he's a massive reason why I collect wrestling figures and love the wrestling, because that fateful time we're in the Caribbean,
Yeah.
I saw him on our TV.
That's it. Oh,
There you
he's
go.
got a removable t-shirt.
Now, I haven't done my research here. I don't think this shirt even goes with this figure, but this is one of my only elite CM Punk figures. CM Punk figures, guys, if you're just getting into the game now, you want to get some CM Punk figures, good luck, because they are expensive as anything. This guy alone was $60 loose, and he's not even the best condition. Let's go to this
Elite in the box.
Elite Collection Flashback. This is the WWE ringside exclusive figure in its box. This is depicting CM Punk when he, very early in his career. And this was obviously not from when he, this was the figure that when he first did it, but then years later they released this in 2013. This was a ringside exclusive CM Punk. Very stoked to have this one in my collection.
It's mid.
It is mint in box, that is correct. Now let's have a look at his look when he cut his hair, and it's more of the classic CM Punk look, except for these two.
Oh, they're cute.
So there's my two rumblers
With his oversized hands.
with his big hands there.
Looks like Wreck-It Ralph.
Zero deco, zero tattoos. So yeah, the only reason you know it's him is because of those big crosses on his fists. The straight edge society look. So let's have a look here. So my first one I want to show you is this really great one here with the painted on t-shirt. It's even got the deco on the back.
That you could buy.
Yes. I actually own that shirt. I will show you when I go over the merchandise of CM Punks that I have. But love this figure. This one was just a Facebook Marketplace purchase. It was in amongst a bunch of other figures, and I grabbed him. Look at that expression. He's angry. Fantastic. Love that one. Here's another basic CM Punk. More of got a different beard look. The shaved head, well, not shaved,
does
but
look a lot like his face though.
yeah, some of the likenesses are quite good. Really cool. Even though it's a basic, they still at least try to put the tattoos on there, in the right spots and everything, which is pretty groovy. Just the one elbow pad there for that one. Let's keep powering on here. Just a black, mainly black attire.
It looks like the same one, but it's just got different trunks.
No, so it's quite different. So he's got a full beard in this one, whereas this one he's got the little chin. The chin beard is missing there. Completely different head sculpt as well.
Soul patch.
Doesn't have a soul patch. Completely different head sculpt.
There you go.
And yeah, but I think they are reused parts for the head. I mean, sorry, for the torsos. So there you go. Here's one more basic in more of a blue attire. Again, just those those tattoos there. There he is, looking fantastic.
Do you have any tattoos?
I don't have any tattoos. No, do you have any tattoos?
I don't have any tattoos.
No. This is one of my favorites. Check him out. He's gonna dance for you. It's so ridiculous, isn't it? Stand alive, stand alive. Why they thought this? Maybe he's meant to be like punching, maybe or something, but he just ends up looking a little bit effeminate and like kind of like he's dancing like ha. So yeah, I love that one. And this one here, he's got his hoodie on.
He's got a belt on him.
Yeah, he's got his belt.
Got his mic.
The belt is broken. I had to do a bit of blue tack action. He is wearing that hoodie. And this is an elite style figure. I have this one in my cabinet. I have a whole collection of action figures that depict CM Punk's run as WWE champion. I'll put an image of that.
So this isn't even all your CM Punk figures?
No, I've got just a couple more here. But
okay.
No. So that cabinet here, Danielle, behind us?
Yeah.
This one here. So see how there's all different people in there?
Yeah.
So that shelf is depicting all of the other wrestlers that were active while he was the champion.
Oh, okay. So he goes on that shelf.
He goes on that shelf.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay?
Right.
Holy shit.
How am I supposed to know that?
These wife reacts videos are getting on my nerves.
You're the one who wants to do it.
Oh my goodness. So there it is. It's a really cool decal on the back, which you'll see I've got the actual hoodie as well. Now let's go look this last action figure that I have of CM Punk's. This is probably his most classic attire, really, when he was on top. Best in the world, comes with that t-shirt at the top there. I'd love to unbox this, but it's worth $250. It's only going to get even more expensive to find this figure. And it's bizarre.
Is that how much you paid for it?
No. I got these two for about that amount of money. And now they're both worth that, so I've doubled my money at least. But yeah, it's very, very cool to own a boxed fit CM Punk figure from this era, especially because I wasn't watching the product at this time. So I've had to go back. You know, there was only a handful of figures I could buy while he was an active wrestler. And all the other figures I've had to, you know, jump in the time machine.
They were before we were watching it again.
Before we were watching it again, yeah. Yeah, so there you go. I also have this really cool Bleacher Creatures CM Punk. It's a soft toy. It's still got his, the little tag there, Bleacher Creatures, best in the world on the back, the GTS logo on the front. You know, I really think that the likeness, even though it's just a soft toy, that's pretty good. I reckon that, you know, that looks like Punk, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's even got his little lip ring that he used to have.
Oh, I wondered what that was.
Yeah, it's in there, and it's also.
You think it would be dangerous to wrestle with piercings?
You'd think it is, but yeah, if you have a look closely on this one too, it's got the lip ring in it as well. He did stop wearing it eventually, but yeah, a very, very cool little feature.
Do you have any piercings?
No, I don't. I don't have any piercings. Look, I bought this one to accompany my CM Punks because they were a couple on television, and if you're a fan, you know, it's kind of common knowledge that they are married, AJ Lee and CM Punk. So I grabbed that one to go with my collection. So I thought that what better way, you know,
you
to
only have the
compromise.
one AJ Lee figure.
I only have the one AJ Lee. I don't have any of hers loose because her figures as well are super expensive. I have the strap, the kid's belt from when CM Punk was the champion, and now I feel like I really should get the AEW toy belt as well because now he's...
spinny one.
It's the spinny one, yeah. This is the one that he had while he was the champ. So I have that as well. Now this next item has to be the weirdest item I have in my CM Punk collection. I own a CM Punk Christmas stocking.
I didn't even know we had that.
It has best in the world at the top. It's got the classic lightning bolt, straight edge hands, the Chicago stars, and of course the logo at the bottom. You know, what kid wouldn't want his toys stuffed from Santa Claus in their CM
Are you
Punk?
Put that out this Christmas?
I mean, why not? I might give myself a CM Punk toy and put it in there.
If we can afford it.
Hey! Well, talking about affording things, you know I've already bought this. So I actually have 4 CM Punk AEW debut figures coming from Ringside Collectibles.
Oh, yes.
And when they arrive, I will be doing an unboxing of those. And
Maybe we
I'm
can save
hoping
those.
I get a chase.
Maybe we can save those for Christmas and put them in the stocking.
Absolutely, great idea. Depending on when they arrive, they might be coming before or after. Hey, listen, so let's keep marching on now to the merch. I've got the AEW t-shirt. This hoodie is a pro wrestling tees. Luck is for losers. CM Punk hoodie. And I also have a whole bunch of these WWE run. Oh, let's have a look here. Here we go. Quick fire. I have the CM Punk sweatbands. There they are.
Well, there's only one in there, so I'm guessing you've used it.
I use the other one at gigs, absolutely. Here's the last shirt that he had on the WWEshop.com, the best in the world. Sorry, no, best 340, sorry,
434.
Yeah, so that denotes how many days he was the
But
champion.
then on the back it's got best in the world.
Best in the world, yeah. So pretty cool one there.
See, because he's the best in the world, but Jericho was the best in the world at what I do.
Yeah, they had a great best in the world rivalry there for a little while. So all of these other, oh no, not this one. So this is a CM Punk shop item. So not a WWE product. While he was not wrestling, he still released t-shirts, and this one I actually got from Japan.
From KO.
From KO.
From beautiful KO.
Yeah.
Your family's, well, she was, you could say she was your sister.
She was my sister, exchange student when I was a kid, and we
6
still
months or a year she lived with you?
the whole year. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
And you guys are still in contact.
Still in contact. Every Christmas she sends me something. We send little things over to her and her family. It's adorable. So thank you, KO, for my awesome CM Punk t-shirt. This one here is the GTS. Now all of these I've had to buy secondhand, Facebook Marketplace, eBay, you know, because it's not like you can jump in a time machine and just grab these brand new from shop.
It would be pretty cool if you would.
It'd be good, but you know.
Has anyone invented the time traveling technology yet so David can go back and buy his wrestling t-shirts?
Hey, shout out, if you've got a time traveling device, hook me up with it. Now this one's a kid's t-shirt. I thought it might fit me, but it doesn't. So
it looks like the girls will be wearing that when they're a bit bigger.
the girls can wear that one, but eventually I did get one that does fit me, and it's the actual shirt from the figure. So I thought that was really cool. Yeah. So there it is there.
And then even
And
on
he's
the back,
wearing the
it's
shirt.
got the little hands.
Yeah, the he's gonna go to sleep
Yeah.
on the back. Yeah, very cool.
Because that's his finisher, yeah?
Yes, the
The
go
knee
to
to the
sleep
face.
is his finisher, absolutely. Next one is in Punk We Trust. And then on the back it has Best in the World CM Punk. Now, why would I have a Stone Cold Steve Austin t-shirt?
I know!
Why have I got this one in the Punk
That's the
collection?
t-shirt he was wearing when he did his pipe bomb.
Yes, that infamous pipe bomb. Let's pop a little a clip of it in here now of him wearing this, stumping mud holes and walking them dry since 1995 on the back, and that classic Stone Cold shirt he
You
was
still
wearing.
just sometimes occasionally just watch that pipe bomb, don't you?
Haven't watched it in a long time, but you know, I did used to watch it a lot. Absolutely.
Yeah, like out of like you would just say, oh, I feel like watching his pipe bomb. And you
Well, I
watch
mean,
it.
it's wrestling history.
It is.
It's like a turning point in wrestling history. After that, the whole industry pretty much takes in a completely different turn. You know, it's like the Attitude Era, you know, the Ruthless Aggression Era, the Pipe Bomb, and now the PG era, you know. So 2 more items, guys. We've got the hoodie, which I'm pretty sure you bought, and then I just kind of took off you because I loved it so much.
I don't know. I think.
Or maybe
so.
you bought the Shield ones. And
No, the Shield one you nicked off me.
Yeah.
This was always yours.
This was always mine.
But the zipper's starting to go on that one. Whenever I wash it, I've always got to jimmy the zipper.
And this is one of the ones that we bought off WWEshop.com.
I think we bought that
while he was still wrestling.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Same with this one here.
Yes, this was one of the last things we got off that before he left the
And I
company.
think that's the one that maybe came with the Shield hoodie.
Yeah, we
that you
bought a whole
commandeered
bunch.
off me.
Yeah, and so there's the hoodie there, and we've got the figure of him depicting wearing that actual hoodie, which is...
but we've got it in grey. He's wearing it.
He's got it in blue, yeah, but I don't know if it was actually blue. I feel like he wore this grey one, but maybe he had... I mean, God. Punk was pretty much like, you know, John Cena at one point with the amount of figures that they were releasing. And merchandise. He was up there, and then Zack Ryder, you know, got up there for as well, which we'll have to do a Zack Ryder.
Your broski.
My broski from the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. Oh my God, guys, thank you so much for tuning in this week to Nostalgia Button, talking all things CM Punk.
You forgot your button again.
I'm going to get that button. Just got back from the main house.
Yeah.
I've got my nostalgia button. Finally remembered it. What am I going to hit my nostalgia button on? I think it's going to have to be probably this hoodie.
You wear it all the time.
I wear this all the time. So I'm going to hit my nostalgia button for this hoodie. This one hits my nostalgia button the hardest. We finally got the gimmick in maybe 3 months into the channel. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you did like this video, please leave a comment and hit that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on.
Or give us a like.
Give us a like. Leave that comment. You know, tell us your
favorite CM Punk moment.
Yeah, I mean,
if you don't know who CM Punk is, say, what does CM Punk stand for?
Chicago made, chick magnet. We'll never know. I don't think he's ever.
He has revealed it. He revealed it in that Blu-ray DVD.
Yeah, but it's all a work, you know.
It could be. Who knows?
Could be anything. But yeah, as we said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. We've got 116 subscribers as of today, and by the time this releases, who knows? We could have 1,000. You know. We'll see you next time on Nostalgia Button. Bye.
What you buy this week? Did you get some toys instead of the groceries? I wanted this since I was a kid. Now I live in a box, but at least I chased the dream. I gotta intercept that package, or my wife will leave me and I'll end up on the street. Nostalgia.